There were 47 models in this year's show, the most ever in its history. Now, joining us now is a man who brings them all to the runway, casting director John Pfeiffer. John, welcome.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me.
No, I know. I guess the key to being a Victoria's Secret angel is, well, you.
Yes, yes.
Is that true?
Oh, I have so many questions for John. So many.
Wait, you have something for us.
Yes, I brought you guys a little something special. And these are for you.
Oh, thank
An angel gets her wings, and Joe.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Angel.
Oh, I love this. Wait, hold on one sec.
There you go.
How does this work? Clearly, I'm not getting the job because I don't even know how these
no
work.
Experience with this.
Well, John, you've never casted me.
Hold on.
Oh. That's good. See, I would have done like a halter thing, but.
Okay, John, so
no, that's perfect.
when you're casting a Victoria's Secret angel, I mean, that seems pretty easy. It's like, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're an angel. I mean, what is the art behind that?
I mean, I have to tell you, you're right. Like, they're all gorgeous. They're all beautiful. I think the hardest part for us is always editing and deciding who's going to get in the show. It's always the toughest part. We're kind of spoiled with choice.
How many do you see?
I start out probably seeing between 300 and 400 girls.
You're kidding.
No. And that's all in what we call kind of pre-casting. There's several days of pre-casting that goes on. It's several days of myself and my team. Girls come in, strip down for us.
I was just going to be like, okay, so I'm not going to get creepy, but 400 girls come to see you and you say, I'm sorry, take your clothes off so you can...
Well, they know they're coming in, and
it's just like
it's definitely unlike it's unlike any other casting that you go to.
Oh, it's
really?
Oh my God, it's the most petrifying casting ever. I mean, because well, first of all, there's so much preparation goes before the casting. You know, you eat healthy, you work out, then you have to do a spray tan, then you have to block your hair. You just like don't wake up.
You have to come runway ready.
Oh yeah.
It's really, really unlike any other casting.
And you have to be on it. You have to have the personality because you guys are also looking for personality, right?
Absolutely.
The girls who are fun.
And I'm the easy part, to be honest. Like when they're coming in and seeing me in the pre-casting, we're like the friendly faces. We keep it light and jovial. We want the girls to be comfortable. Yeah. And then I edit down. So I edit down from 300 to 400 girls down to just over 100 that I present to Ed and Monica and Sophia, the stylist of the show. And that's the really hard casting. Again, that's the casting that you walk into the room and there is a panel of people, lights and cameras, and it's petrifying. Like, it's a very difficult casting. And you have to be able to capture the room. So you not only have to look good, and this is kind of what the X Factor is all about, you kind of have to have that special something. You have to walk into the room and engage the room.
So what do you need to have?
Honestly, Is
it like a gut feeling for you guys too?
Yes, it's actually, I often say we try not to bring emotion into it, but there is an emotional reaction to the girls. And this is what I'm talking about when I say that kind of very indefinable X factor, which is because really you are all gorgeous. There is no question. Yeah. Like physical specimens of beauty, like we are nitpicking at this level. And we're looking for that something extra. Like you have to project, you have to, if you cannot capture a room with 10 cameras and 20 people, how are you going to capture an auditorium with 1,200 people and 300 cameras?
So that person who has it, what are some of the new names that we should look out for this year?
This year there were 10 girls who were first timers in the show.
Oh wow!
There were 10. It's
really?
A lot, right?
Wow.
That is a lot.
Give us a highlight. Give us the highlight name.
I think Iman Hammam was spectacular, and it was her first time. I think Romy Street, and it's funny, there's quite a few Dutch girls also. Romy was amazing. Grace Mahari, it was her first time. And that's also kind of interesting because Grace is someone who has had a very successful modeling career for several years now in the pages of American Vogue, on the covers of magazines, many, many runways, and for one reason or another just didn't make it to a Victoria's Secret casting or into the show in previous years. And this was her year, and she was spectacular.
Okay, and then but I have to say, so the one name that has been coming up over and over again, as in, will she or won't she walk Victoria's Secret? Kendall Jenner. But she did not walk Victoria's Secret. How come? Was she ever someone you guys considered to be an angel?
Yes, she was not available to make it for the casting. I understand she was shooting in LA. Her TV show. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes girls that you think would be the most obvious choice, if they don't make it in for the casting and to be seen by the group as a whole. It's not that they get overlooked, it's just that the girls who do make it in have an advantage in a way because they are there in front of you and they're at the forefront of your mind.
But can Kendall be an angel in the future?
Kendall's gorgeous and glorious and I adore her.
Ooh, so she might be an angel. She may be able to wear my wings.
She might kick you to the curb and
Yeah.
take your wings away from you.
Well, let me
I'll
ask
be
you
wrestling
about the
over them.
wings because, I mean, I think as we all saw, I mean, everyone is so excited about the wings.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember the first time you get your wings. And
Wings are a big deal.
they're a huge deal. And at times they're really, really uncomfortable to wear. So, I mean, my question is, who wore the heaviest wings this year?
This year there was a pair of wings made by a woman named Killer, who does quite a few of the wings for the last few years now, because there are many different wing makers. And they weighed 40 pounds. It was a pair of blue butterfly wings. And we knew going into it, these are going to be a very difficult pair of wings. Who's going to get these wings? And they went to Isabelle Goulart, and she's a real pro.
Yeah,
And
well,
she did it.
And she did
Because you're
it.
balancing.
she works out so much. I mean, she's got, well, first of all, she's got an amazing attitude, but her body is insane. And
Killer,
you could look
yeah.
at her Instagram, and she just works out all the time. So she is a perfect girl who actually has the core muscles to, and
But
the
you're
back
balancing,
muscles to,
and it really
yeah.
is that. Like, I think people look at it and think like, oh, it's so glamorous, but you're balancing 40 pounds on your back.
Yeah.
And you're wearing heels like this.
And
yeah.
everybody's
And not much else.
watching.
Yeah.
And this, that pressure.
And your, excuse me, tits and ass out.
Yeah. So you have to
Yeah.
look relaxed and gorgeous and
Yeah.
like you're having the best time, and you've got 40 pounds strapped onto you.
Okay, how heavy were those wings that were going to hit Ariana Grande in her head?
Those wings
I'm
were
dying to know.
actually really, really light. They were those wings were amazing because in real life it was like this 3D graffiti moment, and they were spectacular.
They would look like they were ready to slap
But-
her off the runway.
So
But
what
actually-
happened? Did she not see it, or like?
I understand that. Well, I think they didn't get to rehearse everybody all together at the same time on the stage. Like the models had their time to block and rehearse on the stage, and Ariana Grande had a separate time to block and rehearse, and she had all her dancers. And I think they just didn't get one chance to do it all together, and so they didn't know. They didn't take into account that these wings were going to come down.
And she had that one moment.
Yeah.
But you said...
It was like, that was just like a split second that happened. But it's funny, that was like the image that got captured and sent around the world.
Yahoo!